So pool construction has begun. Oh my word. It is working my nerves out here. All that dirt. So hopefully they'll be here today to set the pool up and spread some of this dirt out in the backyard. So we'll see. It's been a long process. Freezer cooking again today, and today we are working on restocking some of our desserts that we had in the freezer. I have my helper here, and we are going to make 4 fudge pies, and all 4 of these, I think, are going to go into the freezer. We have to take desserts to church Sunday, and today is, what is today? Thursday. Today's Thursday. We're here waiting on the pool guys to come and hopefully finish pool construction. It's already almost 2 o'clock. So I just thought, sassy puppy. So I just thought while we were just waiting around, tacos on the menu tonight, so that will be quick. I thought we would try to work on restocking the freezer. So this one loves to help in the kitchen. So she washed her hands, and now we're getting started. So we're going to start out with our fudge pies. So she is actually opening 4 sticks of butter, and we're putting them in. Let me angle the camera. Maybe you can see it a little bit. Putting it in this bowl, we need to melt these 4 sticks of butter. Here's a towel. And then I will jump back on here and tell you the rest of the ingredients. I've already noticed I'm not going to have enough cocoa powder to get some of the to some of the other recipes that we wanted to make today. So I think we're just going to make the 4 fudge pies, probably a double recipe of peanut butter cookies, and then I'm going to try to do some meatloaves for the freezer. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, the butter is melted, and now we're going to add some sugar. And I'm doubling this recipe, so it's going to seem like a lot because we're actually making 4 pies. So, stick that in there. Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay, now it's time for cocoa powder. Good job. Yep, we need more cocoa powder. I have to make a chocolate cake with homemade chocolate icing for a birthday party tomorrow, so definitely going to need more of that. Okay. And let me grab the eggs because we have to wash those. Now we're going to put in some all-purpose flour. This is going to be a lot of mixture. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we have everything in here except for the vanilla. And I rarely ever measure vanilla. So I'm just going to squirt it in. It says 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. That looks good. Alright, now, here's the big thing. 8 eggs are going to go into this. And she's a professional egg cracker, so I'm going to let her get going on those. Go ahead. You can put your shells in this bowl right here, too. Yes, you may. Did you wash your hands? Wash your hands with soap. Put your shell in here. Good job. Keep going. Here's a towel. You need to wash your hands. Good job. You want to do 4? Let your sister do the other 4? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Wash. Okay. There's a rag if you need to wipe your hands. I'm going to put it this way. You can slide in over here. Okay.
Alright. Over there. That's the last egg. But you have. I know, but I mean for you to do.
Go outside?
Yes.
You need to go out? No? Here. I'm over here. Did you get all 4 of yours cracked? Mm-hmm. Okay. Good job. Be good. Need to fill our sink up with some more soapy water so we can Wash the countertop down.
Wait, how many do I do? 2? Yeah.
Oh, we're doubling the recipe, so it's going to take 8 eggs. So you do 4 and she can do 4. You can put all. Is that it? One more? Okay. Let me get a spoon. Did you get it? Okay. Now, I'm going to get this started because the bowl is really, really full. And then I'll let you ladies mix, okay? And wash your hands again. These pies, I've been making these pies for over 20 years, and these are a family favorite. So they're not wanting to put all of these in the freezer. But these are chocolatey and delicious, but we're having a birthday party Saturday, and we're going to have chocolate cake and chocolate cake with chocolate icing and vanilla ice cream. So I don't want to enjoy these pies now because what we're going to be having in a few days is just going to be so similar. So I'm going to bake these off. I'm considering maybe taking a couple of these pies to church Sunday, or I may take some of the cookies. I haven't decided on that, but this is really thick and this bowl is not that large. So I'm going to get it mixed up a little bit and then I'll let you mix, okay?
Okay.
And I'm just using frozen prepared pie shells for this dish because that's what I have. It is opened up.
She's eating the trash.
Yeah. She likes to stand down here hoping that we drop something. Okay, that's looking good. Our thick batter is mixed up, so now I'm going to divide it up amongst these 4 pie shells. And these aren't deep dish, these are just regular pie shells. And then when I slide these in the oven, I'm going to clear the decks a little bit, wash up some dishes that we have in the sink over there, unload the dishwasher, reload the dishwasher, and then we're going to work on mixing up, I think, a meatloaf or 2. And then we still have some more peanut butter cookies that we want to get focused on. I was going to do chocolate oatmeal, no-bake chocolate oatmeal cookies today, and I thought I had purchased more cocoa powder, but I did not, and I don't have any raw cacao powder either, or I would use that. So that's just something else that I need to write on my list. I like to keep tons of baking supplies here because inevitably we always have a visitor for supper or we have to take a dish somewhere. And so having, like I said in several of my other vlogs, having these things in the freezer really helps out, especially if it's a surprise and I don't know it's coming. So I'm getting ready to slide these into the oven. I baked these on 350 for about 27 minutes. I've just found that for my oven that's the magic time because you still want these to be somewhat gooey in the center. So these are going in. Now we're making 1, 2, 3 peanut butter cookies. And again, just hold it by the handle. I am doubling the recipe. I always think that it's just better to bake twice, doubling recipes, even cooking that way if you can, and clean up once, and it just saves time. Now we have peanut butter and organic cane sugar in this bowl, and we're going to put 2 eggs. So if you'll crack that in there, and then we'll get it mixed up.
Can I have like the peanut butter off my hand?
In the bowl. There you go. Good job. So, just making sure I had my camera on there. We have got them all mixed up. So now I'm working on my freezer meatloaf, and I've made this before. I have another vlog that explains everything that I'm putting into this one, and I'm not gonna cook this tonight. We're having tacos tonight, and I was looking at the beef that I have left, and I thought I might make a couple of these freezer meatloafs, but I don't think so. I think I'm actually gonna double up my taco meat tonight and then freeze some of that for future taco night. So I think I'm going to be cooking 6 pounds of taco meat tonight for supper. So that's how that's going to go. And that'll be some extra meals. Last night I did the Cajun roasted chicken legs, and I have some of those left over as well. Plus, I made tons of rice. So I have 2 gallon-sized bags of organic white rice that I cooked in chicken broth and butter, and froze that too, so I can throw that with other meals down the pike. So anyway, I'm going to get in here and get this mixed up. I wanted to show you what the finished product of the peanut butter cookies look like. I have 2 batches in here. I think I'm going to stick these in the freezer, and these are going to go to church Sunday for our fellowship meal. And then I have more on the cooling rack, and these will go in the freezer for my family to enjoy at a later time. A friend gifted me some fresh basil, so while we were in the kitchen, and I'm still in here, I have my last 3 pounds of ground beef cooking, and I'm going to make that into tacos and stick that in the freezer too. It'll probably be about a gallon bag of taco meat, but I whipped up some fresh pesto. So I froze this last year, and it worked out beautifully. We love fresh pesto. I always make it different. I just use what I have on hand. So this time I put the fresh basil, some fresh Parmesan cheese, not pre-grated. I just bought a wedge of Parmesan and cut off about half of it and threw it over in my Ninja with my fresh basil. I had some roasted almonds that I wanted to use, so I put those in there, a little bit of Himalayan salt, some high quality organic olive oil, some garlic, and then a little bit of black pepper, and I ground it up, and it tastes absolutely wonderful. So put them in quart-sized bags, and we host tea parties here some and like to have friends over, and I might even get some of this out for an appetizer this weekend, but you can just freeze it, take it out, and let it thaw, and then use it however you want to. But it's great, and I didn't want the basil to go to waste, and with all the pool shenanigans going on, I almost forgot it was in there, so I found it, and so that's another 2 things that are headed to the freezer. So to recap on this freezer cooking day, I wound up with 4 fudge pies. They're ready to go in the freezer. A double recipe of 1, 2, 3 peanut butter cookies, 2 bags, quart-sized bags of fresh pesto, and then I have another double recipe of 1, 2, 3 peanut butter cookies. Now the kids have gotten into these and they've eaten several of them, but I'm going to put these in the freezer, a few of these in the freezer as well. And then over here, this is 3 pounds of ground beef that I made into taco meat. This is going in the freezer, and then I have a meatloaf that I put in the freezer also. So that's what we got done today. Before I jump off here for the night, I wanted to say thank you, a special thank you to Jamie Gandy for the shout out that she gave me the other day. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you taking the time to acknowledge me and stop by and check out my channel to see what we have going on in our family. And I've enjoyed your channel as well, and all of the channels that I have subscribed to and liked. It's a lot of fun. This has been a fun community so far, and I want to thank everyone for the warm welcome and for taking the time to stop by and show my vlog some love. It's still teeny tiny. I'm still growing it. I'm enjoying being able to document our journey, so years to come, our family and friends can look back and see a glimpse into what our lives have looked like as homeschoolers throughout the years, and just as what we do on a regular basis for our family. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you guys. And I'm going to get off here, get these cookies packaged up, wash up the last few dishes that we have, and then it's time to get busy doing some read-alouds with the kids. Thanks.